It's Tuesday in Tryon, North Carolina, and I pray that you voted. Nobody has a right to complain about the outcome unless they vote. And so I hope you voted. We voted by absentee ballot, and hopefully those votes will be counted correctly and not have any voter fraud involved in absentee ballots. But we do hope you voted, and we're just praying for God's will to be done. Prayed with Franklin Graham last night on Facebook through the program that he had on Facebook, and we really do want God's will to be done in this election, and pray that you have voted. It's a right that many countries and many people don't have. Well, we've been talking about man's inability to save himself, man's inability to get to heaven based on works or based on goodness, and the fact that we could never be good enough. And we talked about God, how he's able to save, and how God is able to grow us and to help us to grow. And today we want to look at three more scriptures in God's ability. The first one is found in Romans 16:25. That's Romans 16:25. Now to him who is able to establish you according to my gospel and the preaching of Jesus Christ according to the revelation of the mystery which has been kept secret for long ages past. The Messiah was looked for a long time. The Messiah came. He suffered and died on the cross of Calvary so that we could have eternal life. And he is able to establish you. The second verse that I want to share with you is found in Hebrews 2:18. In Hebrews 2:18 it says, for since he himself was tempted in that which he has suffered, he is able to come to the aid of those who are tempted. He is able to come to the aid of those that are tempted. Aren't you glad? This world's filled with temptations, but God says that he is able to come to our aid in those temptations, to help us through that temptation. But it's an even better promise than that I'd like to read to you for the third verse. It's 1 Corinthians 10:13. 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you but such as is common to man. And God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but will, with the temptation, provide the way of escape also, so that you will be able to endure it. He's able to always make a way of escape. We need to take the responsibility for the decisions we make. We need to be sure that we are willing to take responsibility for all decisions, because God has promised us that he'll come to our aid in temptation, but even more than come to our aid in temptation, he'll always make a way of escape. There's a way that we can avoid that temptation, giving into that temptation, because he's promised us that he'll give us that way. And so I hope that you'll always look for that way of escape when you're tempted, when you find yourself leaning towards doing something that you know you shouldn't. God's provided a way of escape for you. All you have to do is look for it, and he'll provide that way of escape. He'll come to your aid. He'll help you to stand, because God is able. Your thought for the day. Been a beautiful day, cool, but a beautiful day. Pray about the fires that are going on throughout the Carolinas. With it being so dry, we still haven't had a drop of rain in now almost 9 weeks here in Tryon, and we need rain desperately. So I hope that you'll pray about the fires that are going on in the Carolinas and about the drought that we're experiencing. Hope you'll pray about God's will to be done in this election. It's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.